Well, I think what we saw, revenue came in ahead of expectations, and that drove the bottom line beat. I think people were just concerned that the impact from the Toys R Us liquidation and the weak retail environment in Europe was going to be more severe than we actually saw.
In terms of the underlying drivers, was this something that played strongly, things like the Star Wars toys, things like that, or is it across the board?
Well, I don't think Star Wars had that big of an impact because the Solo movie was a bit of a disappointment. But you did see, strength from key brands like Monopoly, Magic the Gathering, Baby Alive, Marvel, in those key brands. But the broad portfolio saw general weakness. I think you need to keep in mind, though, what people are really looking out for is what does this mean for the back half of the year? Because 2Q is approximately 18% of total full year revenue. We still have 2/3 of the year still to come, and it's really all about the back half of the year.
Yeah, there aren't too many holidays in the second quarter for the toy makers. Operationally, though, Eric, it looks like they did pretty well. They managed inventories well. Gross margin increased 80 basis points above what consensus was expecting. Does this position them well? I mean, does this tell you that they are ready for that back half, the big time of year for them?
Well, I think Hasbro's got some good product lines coming out. There's a new Nerf brand coming out. Hopefully we'll see more with Magic the Gathering, and Monopoly is just a great mainstay for the business. I think what people want to hear in the company's conference call this morning is what's the state of retail in Europe and what's going to be the impact of rising oil prices on input costs and transportation.
In terms of some of the lackluster enthusiasm you have, Eric, there for some of those movie franchises and toys, do you think we've gone too far and had too many of these sequels coming out? And is that playing in directly to the toy business as well as just movie viewing numbers?
No, look, I think, when you look at franchises and sequels, it's a cyclical business. As long as the content is good, I think people show up to movies, and we saw that with the Avengers. We saw it with Ant-Man, Incredibles. I think we'll see it this holiday season too with some the Harry Potter spinoff, Fantastic Beasts, and some other movies. But as long as the content is good and you're engaging with young children, that bodes well for toys.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.